Understood.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, let me post it in the Discord.
Oh yeah, no
Actually,
worries. What am I doing? Hello.
it's okay.
I
If
forget why
it,
we're here.
it's not, if it, anything, it's always a mess.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to be prepared this time.
Where
I
is the fun in that?
know what?
The fun. It's never
Right.
fun if it's
I
not
know.
chaotic. So
Mm, You're right. You're absolutely right, Kelsey. Let's see.
hold on, let me just post this in the chat.
Also, I put yes. What can we say? I I just yeah. You know, I did set up the timer though, and I'm hoping that it will work.
Oh,
Mhm.
let's see.
Okay.
New book series, new timer.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh, am I supposed to introduce this? Hello. What up? 1 second. Honestly, we're surprised we're here on. Well, I'm surprised I'm here on time. First of all, first and foremost, like to start off like the chaotic day. I made my coffee at 5:40 a.m. and I'm only drinking it now, and it's cold. It's not supposed to be iced coffee. It's supposed to be hot coffee. But
I don't know how you get up so early.
um, I got to. Today was actually like I'm like sleeping in.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
No.
so you already took yours out of the box.
Yes, mine's out of the box, ready to go, prim and
Um,
proper. Sorry.
no, I think I took it out. Didn't we take it out of the box and then I put it back in? And I think it's
I,
stuck.
f- I find this box set really hard to open.
No,
Like I was struggling.
we'll just go from the back. Oh, push it out. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, maybe not. Gosh, we're like stuck together.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
There we go.
look at her. Oh, mine doesn't show.
Sorry. What else? Let's see. Hello, Lucy. Oh, out of crown. That's good. I actually, luckily, I forgot that I like to. I forgot we were doing this and what day we're doing it. Are you crying? Are you just not?
I I literally muted myself so you wouldn't hear me burp, and then you had
Oh,
to point out.
oh, I thought you were crying. I was like, what?
Imagine I'm like, this is such a beautiful moment for all of us.
Um, shoot, what was I saying?
I'm sorry, I distracted you. Was it about Audible credit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So then on Livy, I was like, oh shoot, and this was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, I forgot to like put it on hold and like look to
Mm.
see, and it was like 9 weeks wait, and I'm like, damn it. I was like, whatever.
9 weeks?
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna place hold. It literally got released yesterday, and I said,
The universe was like, my bitch has to read.
yeah, I do. I've read 0 books this month. I've completed 0 books this month.
Yeah. I find like August and September, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people like slumping.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's like end of summer and like you're moving into like colder.
This is putting me in the biggest slump ever.
That's crazy because that's actually the only like, or what I thought was the only Sarah J. Maas series that I like, and I'm so scared to reread it.
I'm like,
I
I'm
saw you
scared.
post it yesterday. Yeah, I saw you post it
This
yesterday. I was like,
took me 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I have never taken that long to read a book before.
is it because you're just not feeling it? Like, what's happening? You
I
can
don't
tell me.
know.
I've read the whole series.
Okay, what about Lucy though? Lucy's our one person
I
that's
think
here.
Lucy has.
Lucy, let us know right now.
Yeah, let us know, and then we'll talk about
No,
according to
I'm about to go
Spirit.
in.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm so excited to reread. Okay,
Okay.
tell me all your
Okay,
thoughts.
so the first book, I was like, Feyre, I hate you. Right, Feyre, you are not Selena. Okay? Like,
Okay.
hate you. You suck. Okay? And then halfway through the book, she starts to get better. I'm like, okay, bitch, I have to wait a book and a half for the main character to get better.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then I think it must be like the little like I don't know if she like over explains sometimes. She just gives too much detail. I'm like, we get it. Cassian's eyes are this color. Blah 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 blah. Like I get it. Like, you know.
You need to know that they're blue.
I like
How would you know they're hot?
I know. I'm like, we got it the first time, okay? Like it has been mentioned so many times, I block it out. I'm like, I don't even know what they look like, honestly. And I'm like, the only characters I care about are Moore and Reese, of course, you know.
Yeah, more is the best though.
I just like I could care less.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it sucks because like my best friend, like from high school, she she just started reading and this got her into reading. Oops.
Yeah, but that it did the same for me like 7 or 8 years ago, like when I started reading again after like university, and I tears, tears. Okay, I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo of the mountains.
Oh.
I was in tears reading this book. Okay, and then I started Throne of Glass, whatever. Got to Kingdom of Ash. I hated Kingdom of Ash.
Yeah.
And then I hated the third book in Akatar.
Oh yeah, see now.
And then I don't like Crescent City that much. So then I'm like, do I even like Akatar?
Yeah.
Because it's the only good memory I have of like, well, I like Throne of Glass up until Kingdom of
Yeah.
Ash. But I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. No, Lucy tears. Like bawling. I can't even explain.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yes, yes, we are.
Chapter 48. Because wait a second. Wait, chapter 48 in this one in Aqua? Because like chapter 48, that is the best chapter. This is the only chapter that got me to like maybe 3 stars. Maybe.
Okay. When did I read this book? 2016 was when I read this book. So that was 8 years ago. And I gave it a 5 stars. Do I have my any review? Because at this point I wasn't writing reviews, so I don't even know if I just rated it 5 stars, and I was like, that's it, and that's all. That's all you need to know.
That's what you said.
Oh, I'm so scared to reread it. I feel like my taste has really, really changed.
Yeah.
Imagine I would have gotten a tattoo.
But it's just for the nostalgia. Because at that time it gave you good feelings and good vibes. So
Mm-hmm.
oh, 52. I mean, there's a couple chapters. But no, I think 48 was the best. It was before the big shebang. It was like the taste. Oh no, yeah, chapter 55. No, it's chapter 48. Chapter 48 is when it wasn't when they fully, you know,
Fornicated.
yeah. It was like
Is chapter 52 when they have sex?
55. Yeah. 55.
Oh, 55. Okay. That's probably when
No.
I cried.
What?
I was like, this is so beautiful. They're finally uniting as one. In my defense, the reason.
You don't have to defend yourself here.
No, I want to. No, I want to.
It's a safe space.
What happened was I came out of a tough relationship before, and then I met my boyfriend, right? So I was like, wow,
Yeah.
the universe, the world really turns. I was crying. I'm like, this is me. I'm
Vera. Oh, I hope you're better than Vera, because honestly.
Oh no.
No, she's
That's
getting
why I
better.
want to reread it, because I want to be like, oh God.
Yeah. No, and I don't know, like, you know how we're supposed to be rereading Throne of Glass
Yeah.
series?
Yeah, I
I'm
just
like,
finished Air of Fire.
I'm like, I don't even want to reread it.
Okay, I do have to say that rereading Throne of Glass, because I have such a negative like memory of Kingdom of Ash, that rereading Throne of Glass, I'm like, I did like this series.
Thunder Glass.
Yeah, because I always put it in my head because I was like, oh, ACOTAR was better. But now I'm rereading it, I'm like, oh no, I did actually really like this series and I'm enjoying the build up. Like now I'm gonna read Queen of Shadows,
Yeah.
right? Queen of Shadows? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
I want
Yeah.
I want everybody to reread. It's a different experience, I think. Like when you first read Sarah J. Maas, you're like, this is a game changer. This is like life altering.
Yeah.
And then when you go back, you like obviously you read more. I think Sarah J. Maas is like a great like entry point into fantasy because I think
Yeah.
all the beats are there, and so it is a wonderful experience, and it does open the doors for like fantasy in general. But rereading it, I think, is a really interesting experience because you're like, it was there the whole time. Like, am I a dumb bitch? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm reading it and I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
how did you not know what was happening?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're just in it for the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Like,
read them so fast too. Like when I
mm,
read Throne of Glass, like it was like one after another. Like I read it so quickly. So I was just
wow.
like, wow.
Yeah. That's what I hope these books give me because I think I'm in such a fantasy slump, so I'm really, really nervous.
I think like for slumps, middle grades are really good because they're easy to read.
Yeah.
And that doesn't take away from any like value of them as literature, right? Like especially I find Rick Riordan's like a very strong middle grade writer.
Yeah.
And they're easy to read. The story isn't like high stake. Like there's high stakes, but it's not like you're not like, oh god, here we go again, another death or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very like whimsical, I think, which helps with slumps. I always try to read middle grade or like even manga comics,
Yeah.
like in when I'm in a slump, because I find they're really helpful. Like I have I have Words of Radiance on my TBR this month, and I'm like, girl, you're not getting to that. Just
No.
put it away.
I think like I'm have to take like a big break from fantasy after this.
Mm. So you're not going to jump straight into ACOWAR?
Absolutely not. I don't even have it. I
Okay,
told
good.
myself unless somebody buys it for me, I'm not reading it.
I think it's the worst one in the series, so it's fine.
So that's saying something because it's pretty fucking bad.
But maybe you'll like it because you hate this book. Like I love that book so much, you know? And then I went into that, I'm like, this is not ACOMAF.
There's I like in the Goodreads review page.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you saw it, I like reposted it because I thought it was so funny. It was of the next one, the pink book.
Okay, yeah.
And then it was like, I was expecting more in this book, but all I got was Pharaoh being dicked down.
Yeah, exactly. ACOWAR, yes.
And I was cracking up.
It's so true though.
I'm like, should I buy it? I'm like, this is actually intriguing now.
I don't want to spoil anything. I'm getting much better at keeping my spontaneous
Honestly, I'm like, at
comments.
this point, I'm like, to spoil the whole series.
I could if you want.
That's so funny. You're talking about what? I don't know what we're talking about either. We're talking about everything. But she don't
Glass, I
last
guess,
series
yeah.
might take me about another year. Oh yeah, I feel that. I'm done every time for sure, except the ending of that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pleased.
Oh, shoot. I prefer
What? Yeah.
Oh.
It's definitely whimsical.
Yeah. All right. Curious. Are you gonna vlog? I've actually
I already started my vlog. I was like, hey everybody.
I just feel like I'm getting married in like 3 weeks, and I just don't have
It's so exciting.
I don't have the mental capacity to do anything. Like the fact that I'm here, amazing.
What day are you getting married?
Friday, October 7th.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
so then we'll wait for the next
Yeah.
because you gotta get. Are you gonna get drunk? Do you get drunk?
Very easily.
Very- Okay, so then Saturday sprints are a no. Are you guys going on a honeymoon?
Not until the summer.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we have to do like end of October, I think.
Hmm.
He's supposed to be going on a retreat, a work retreat.
Oh my god!
in
Like right
October.
after?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna go or not because
Okay.
he fractured his foot.
Oh no!
It's like just like it's like the timing
What
of the universe.
exactly? Like, what is your life if not chaos? And get married with a brace?
Yeah. No, like he's on crutches right now, and it's
Oh
like,
no!
will you be able to walk down the aisle without crutches?
Well, you know what? He has to walk down the aisle one time in front of everybody. The first time he just waits at the front, so
Yeah.
he'll be okay at least for half the time.
Like our first dance, it's just like
Maybe he should just like make it hurt. Maybe just for that day. I feel,
yeah.
and then just
Probably.
keep the brace on longer. Like
Yeah. Why not? Ooh. The Miss Winter.
yay! Oh my god! Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's wild. I'm like, I'm tired.
It's exciting though, and once the day happens, like you'll just feel like relief because
Yeah,
you'll be
like, thank
married
God
to the
it's
person you
over.
love. And
Oh.
thank God it's thank God it's over. Also,
I'm like, Jesus Christ, in the next couple of weeks, like, come on.
yeah. Even my best friend got married, and she was like, "Listen, I love him, but like, would I do this again? I don't know."
Absolutely not. Getting eloped. Okay, let's see if I can share this screen.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did I do it?
Woo!
Wow. Okay, wait, let me see if it works. Let me just like do a tester.
Wow, the numbers are counting down.
Am
It's a beautiful day.
I like a YouTuber? OMG.
I'm so
Okay,
proud.
thank you. Should we get started or what?
Yeah. You want to do 30 minutes?
Up to you. Because I only can do this until
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
10.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Have a
do 30
soccer game.
minutes so we can get more in probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Let's do it.
Okay. Ready to go.
Bye.
Hello.
I have thoughts.
Ooh, what page are you on?
Just got to page 41.
Oh, okay.
What page are you
Um,
on?
I'm only on page 36.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Ooh. Tell me your thoughts.
I think it's really interesting the way
Yeah.
Rick Riordan opened this up.
Yeah.
First of all, we're already seeing that there's different mythology, right? So
Yeah.
clearly, Piper, being that I think it's interesting that it's set in Nevada. Piper
Mhm.
being, I don't know how it's like how Native in Canada we say Native Americans, but I don't know how they're referred to as in the States.
Native
But I'll just
American.
for conversation's sake, I'll say Native Americans.
Native-
Um, and opening up with that mythology, right? And then later on, obviously, we see something else. Let me just make sure that you read that part, so I'm
Yeah.
not. They're being claimed, but they're all like confused about what's happening.
Yeah.
So I think it's really interesting how Rick Riordan's opening it up, but I'm
Mhm.
curious how he's gonna handle it.
Yeah. And how it's like gonna tie in and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, okay, I like love how when we first started, like Jason is like, I don't belong here. I don't know who any of you people are. Like that, I'm like, this is interesting.
Hmm.
Like that's crazy. I'm like, I'm interested in that, you know?
Yeah, and that he doesn't seem like it seems that he has a history. Like it's not like they're pretending either,
Yeah.
because they remember him
Yeah.
specifically. Like even at the start of Piper's chapter, she's like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I worked so hard to kiss him,
Yeah.
and now he doesn't remember me."
Yeah. Yeah. Hi Simone.
Hello.
Hi Joe. I lost her too. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it's about either.
Yeah, me neither.
It's so funny. My because I work with a teacher. She's like the teacher and I'm like the assistant. And so her son is in 5th grade and he's reading this right now.
Oh, he's reading the Heroes of
Yeah.
Olympus. Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. I'm like, wow,
Maybe
same.
we should have him on and interview him.
Yeah. He's like, it's fine. I don't know. But
I love I love kids who read. They're like, yeah, whatever.
yeah. Mm. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're all yeah. I love it. Yeah. That's crazy. I hope he does, you know, something great.
I think that like he is trying to, because like the girls are making derogatory comments, and
Yeah.
he is mentioning how Piper's upset by them, and how like even though Jason doesn't know her, he still wants to defend her.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he's still like in a way showing that it's wrong, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious to see like if it ever gets worse, like how
Right.
Rick Riordan
Enough.
teaches kids like that it's really wrong or something.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if that's going to be a part of
Yeah.
maybe the growth of her character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I
Yeah.
I, I hope it makes sense in like a
Mhm.
logical way, for why he doesn't remember things or why he has amnesia. Because
Mhm.
I'm curious, like if I'll be like, okay, like that was such a there's just a trope to help like younger
Yeah.
readers get into it. But I'm wondering if it's going to have a logical reasoning behind it.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna do everything. Yeah. Yeah. I like. Yeah. Especially, hopefully, maybe like Jason and Leo, like how they can be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. You know.
I think it's something that we'll have to keep in mind, because like in the Percy Jackson series, like to my knowledge, at least Percy and Annabeth are like white, and we know that they're like blonde,
Yeah.
blue-eyed, like they're white characters, you know. And
Yeah.
this is the first time that Rick Riordan has in his book written down like on paper, characters of color, and to see how he tackles that
Yeah.
representation. I do believe, I think Rick Riordan does consult, at the very least, with the perspectives that he's trying to write
Yeah.
about. So it's something that I think I want to keep in mind,
Yeah.
um, in my own critiques.
Yeah. I'm interested to see like who he consults with. Do you know when this was written?
Yeah, I literally just did my book tracker
Uh
during the
huh.
sprint. So it was 2010, but this new edition, which I don't think he like adjusted anything in it,
Yeah.
was 2019. But
Oh,
he first published the like that teal version
yeah.
in 2010. So it was
2010.
right, pretty much right after the Percy Jackson series, which is crazy to me because I was like, oh, 2010 isn't that long ago, and then I realized like no, it was like 12 years
Yeah.
ago, and you
I
were
was like
like 17.
13. Yeah.
And I was
It
like,
was
oh God,
wild. Yeah.
I can't believe it. Like, it doesn't feel that long ago. But then when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it still was like pretty
Yeah.
long, like a pretty long time ago. Like, I think I had just gotten like Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that pleases me. Like, that's what I want. Yes, exactly.
Should have brought the lighting here.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
something I appreciate about him. Even with his series, The Rick Riordan Presents,
yeah.
like I think that was the next step for him, because I think in 2010, or even like when he first started writing Percy Jackson, like it was very normal to write from perspectives that I think you weren't a representation for. And
Yeah.
I think with Rick Riordan Presents, it's his way of being like, these are different mythologies that maybe he would have written about were it earlier, and now he's giving the platform and his huge platform to
Yeah.
authors of color.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that, and I like how he does integrate it into his books, because I think it's also important for young kids, because it's usually when kids get diagnosed, or at least like their parents start like researching it, or at least teachers start to bring it up at that age. And I think it's important for kids, like if they hear this diagnosis, especially if none of their friends are diagnosed the same, like I find it helpful that they at least see it in characters that they like and
Mhm.
want to read from.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Should I make more
Representation always matters. I was okay during the sprint. I was literally like, should I make coffee? Because I'm so tired, and I can't even imagine how tired you are. And you had cold coffee. I feel like you need to have a nice warm
Yeah.
cup, you know?
You're absolutely correct.
I feel like you didn't have coffee. Like, it doesn't count because it wasn't the coffee you wanted.
Yeah, it's just chaos, 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 chaos. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this a lot. I think.
Go. No, go.
I was gonna say I think Leo is gonna be my favorite.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Because I feel the same. I think he's like spunky and like he's like, what is
Weird.
happening?
Yeah. He's like, whoa, what's happening? Do you want to go spit off the side of the Grand Canyon? You know?
Because at first I was like, are they all bad kids, or like are they just told this, you know? But
Yeah.
then Leo's like, I changed his megaphone and I want to spit off the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you are a little wild one. Okay, Leo.
Okay, in the back, I didn't read the synopsis, but like, you know how it has like the little like orange on the top?
Mm-hmm.
Jason has a problem. Piper has a secret. Leo has a way with tools. What does that mean?
You actually find out like literally 2 pages after where you are.
He has a way with tools. Is that because he had like the microphone and he changed it?
Yeah, but you see like it makes sense. Yay! Okay.
Okay. Not the tools. I'm like, yeah.
It's literally they're both so mysterious, and Leo's like, what up? I'm great with pranks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. If everybody likes Leo, I'm like excited now that we all like
Yeah.
fell in love with him. Like we're like, yes,
Yeah.
the
We all fell in love
little
with
bad
him.
boy.
It hasn't even been his chapter yet.
That's. Do you think? Oh, that was something else that I want to talk about because now we're both in Piper's chapters, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting because if I'm remembering correctly, the Percy Jackson series was just from Percy's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is interesting because he's writing from multiple perspectives. So this is the
Three.
first time we're seeing multiple perspective from Rick Riordan.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if he does it like well, you know? And I just
Yeah.
saw like Leo does get a chapter. So
Yeah, it's interesting writing from a girl's perspective too.
yeah. I'm very
Usually men
interested
can't
to
do
see.
that, so let's see.
Yeah. Did you meet the people from the last book that showed up?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember
Butch?
yeah, not really.
I don't remember him either. And in the next chapter, you'll see like Annabeth is mentioning like other people, and I don't remember those people either. So I don't know if these are just like since Percy Jackson, these people have joined the camp,
Yeah.
because I don't remember these characters either.
Yeah.
But I think if 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 I were Rick Riordan,
Yeah.
I would want a distance from Percy Jackson while
Yeah.
also like giving little like here and there just to keep people like interested.
Yeah, but like
especially in the
obviously,
first book.
like Annabeth is like on a quest to find.
Annabeth is raging.
Yeah. Annabeth is pissed.
She's like, what the heck?
Yeah. But then so I wonder if that's gonna be like a big part of this book too. I wonder if like Piper and Annabeth are gonna be like, you know?
I hope. And that's another thing too. Like I'm interested to see, because obviously there's inklings of like they're like, oh, if they knew who Piper's dad was,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be me. So we
Yeah.
know that her father is Cherokee.
Yeah.
And then they're like, she's never met her mom, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really curious who
Her
who
dad
is the mythological
god.
figure? Is it the dad
or
or
the
is
mom.
it the mom? You know, or are
Yeah.
they both?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
gonna say they're both.
Yeah. But
That's my
from
hint.
different
Yeah, but I think she's like a
Ooh.
full. That's my little
That's good.
prediction.
Yeah.
5 books early. We're gonna see.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, and it's interesting because Annabeth is such like a strong like character, or has like such a strong personality, whereas Piper just gives me not that kind of vibes. You know, she gives me like a little bit softer, you know, and she's like more, yeah, softer, I guess. She just stole the car, right? That was her trouble.
She didn't steal a car. She just
Yeah.
convinced the salesman
Yeah.
to give it to her. It's very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. So like I wonder like, yeah, how are they gonna get along and stuff.
I'm curious about that also, and maybe I'm thinking too far, but
Mhm.
maybe Rick Riordan was thinking like Annabeth probably never had to, not that she never had to worry because obviously like she was like orphaned, but
Yeah.
like she never really had to worry or at least deal with like extreme bullying
Mhm.
in the form of like microaggressions and racism.
Mhm.
Whereas like right away we see that Piper is dealing with
Yeah.
that and she kind of like silences herself like because
Yeah.
she goes to like a bad school
Yeah.
and therefore can't react in a way that I think would be normal if you were being like
Yeah.
severely bullied that way.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if like I'm thinking too much on it or if Annabeth will work as like a contrast to Piper. Because I think
Yeah.
Piper stole a car, right? So she definitely like a little baddie for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
She's a little
curious,
baddie.
like Pipers are baddie. So I'm
Yeah.
curious if like something there might happen like with their relationship and if it ever like comes up that they're both like baddies in their own way.
Yeah. Love baddies. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, I do. You know what? You're right. I do miss that.
Yeah. So funny.
Seaweed brain on the run.
Yeah.
Sipped. Oh.
Oh, tea.
Hmm,
Tea.
interesting.
All right. Shall we go into our next sprint?
Yes, I'm gonna make coffee.
Okay, I'll make coffee too.
Okay.
I was about to turn off my camera and not mute myself.
All right. Good luck. Bye. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind.
LOL. Goodbye. Hello.
Hello.
Where's Buses? How was it? What page are you on?
I am on page 74, chapter 6.
Wow. I'm on page 68.
Oh,
I know, so close. It's going really, really well. You know?
I feel like the amnesia and the mystery
Mhm.
is adding a sense of anxiety that I was not expecting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super interesting. Also, I swear, I know like Rick Riordan, he like accidentally changes the character's appearances,
Mm.
but I swear Rachel was Asian and had black hair.
No, she always had curly red hair.
Curly red hair.
Yeah.
In my mind, she was Asian and she had black straight hair.
She always had curly red
She was
hair.
always a redhead.
Yeah. She's like Annie, you know?
Yeah. I guess I did not know that.
You weren't reading correctly, I
I
guess.
guess I like making my own characters. Yeah, I love Leo. He's like, what did he say? He says something so funny. Oh yeah. He was like, Leo didn't quite understand the whole related to the gods business, but he hoped that didn't mean he was cousins with all these ladies. That would suck. At the very least, he wanted to check out those underwater girls in the lake again. They were definitely worth drowning for.
Ooh, Leo.
Leo. So crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Piper's okay. It's all right. She just like I hate when they're like, I don't want to say anything. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, just say it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I agree. Like, I'm just like, they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Like, even like Annabeth with everything that's going on at the camp, and then
Mhm.
Piper with everything that's going on with her dreams. And
Yeah.
it's just like, just speak.
Yeah.
And I
Hello.
understand, like, that's what I mean by like, it's adding like a sense of dread that I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
unneeded, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Unneeded.
but I can understand like being scared because like of her
Mhm.
dreams and her dad not answering. So,
Mhm. Mhm. Let's just finish chapter 4. Whose
nice.
chapter that was at Piper's?
Piper, I think.
Oh yeah, Piper's second chapter. Or oh yeah, that chapter. Piper's chapter was so long. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I feel like they really used her to like introduce everybody reintroduce everybody to the camp and like how it works and like
Mhm.
who are the people you need to kind of
Yeah.
remember, like Rachel and Annabeth.
Yeah. Love that. Love doing chores. Laughing in spoilers. Really well. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Like it's so interesting compared to like what we saw last time
Yeah.
with Percy Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doubting it. It's just I just swear that she was Asian and she had black straight hair.
It's a
Oh.
ruse.
What's her face, Rachel? Yeah. Paper seemed to be okay with the whole not telling. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, like we're reading this as adults, right? So like maybe if we were like 10 or whatever, we would be like, oh my God, like her poor dad. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I'm so interested. Like,
oh,
obviously,
I can't wait to see how it stops.
Yeah. I can't wait to see like where her dad is, and like what, like who's this fire person, and like what's happening, you know?
That's something I love about these books is like learning things that you don't know. Like I think like everybody knows about Zeus and everybody knows about like
Yeah.
Hades, you know, from like
Yeah.
Hercules and whatever and like
Yeah.
our childhood like movies.
Poseidon. Yeah.
But like I feel like I like Percy Jackson and this series for like new things. And I
Yeah.
think what's interesting,
Yeah.
and I've had this theory since Nico was introduced
Mhm.
in Percy Jackson, that because the Greek gods are also Roman gods.
Yeah.
They have two names, right?
Yeah.
And Nico is Italian. And I feel like I clung to that and I'm like, something's happening with the fact
Yeah.
that Nico's Italian. It's so weird
Yeah.
that they would do that.
Yeah.
And Jason in this book mentioned something and then Annabeth was like, do you mean the Amunanai and like the Greek version of the word? And he's like, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Venti.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
that's an Italian word.
Interesting.
So now I'm like, I wonder how that will happen and if it plays a role. And like, are they different kids if the god was the Roman version? Like, I'm curious, like, if that'll play any part
Yeah.
in it because Hades was still Hades in the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah.
But does he all of a sudden become like Mars or whatever his Roman version is? Like when he was with Nico's mom? Like, I'm so curious
Ooh.
about that.
Yeah. I'm interested to see too.
Yeah, like I wonder if it's gonna play a part in any way.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's why they haven't been like claimed yet.
Yeah.
Like they're Roman. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out like, hey, who's Piper's mom? And I'm thinking that it has to be like Athena. Is that Annabeth?
Okay. Annabeth is Athena, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the goddess of like
the big brains.
Yeah, big brains. So
big brains.
I mean, like, I don't know, just because like the way they're getting along and stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm so like curious with Piper's just like origins.
Yeah.
So I'm like interested to see like how that happens. I think Athena makes sense because she's getting along with Annabeth.
Yeah.
But I don't know like if that's too obvious, you know? Or are we just being like it's too obvious, but like for a kid it's not obvious, so maybe we're just like
Yeah. And then like that one part where Leo saw his like Tia, like, or you know, his babysitter.
I know. I was like,
but then who's walking with him?
The person who's walking with him, I think, is from the Apollo cabin, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the archer dude, Will Solus.
Yeah, Will.
But
but he's not from the.
He's not from
Hephaestus, yeah, or Vulcan, which was what Jason said. Which Jason, I think, is interesting because Jason talks in like the Roman terms.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, who are you, little?
Yeah.
Like who's his dad or mom, you know?
Yeah, so just kidding. I don't know where I went. It's like Jason doesn't know anything, but he knows a lot.
Yeah. And like he just says them randomly. Like he'll be like,
and he's like, I don't know how I know that. I don't know. That's me. I don't know.
I just have facts in my brain.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Here, we have to speak to these comments because I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but like it's because I'm obsessed with Nico and like I like want him to relate somehow to this book.
Yeah. He will.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Ooh. That's cool. That's really cool that Rick Riordan is like changing the way he tells the story.
Yeah. Let me see what I can do. Oop. Oop. Okay. Oh, look at me.
I'm like so proud of you. I am excited.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I was literally gonna be like, do you want to do a watch along?
Okay, wait, I will do a watch along with you though. If you want, yeah, I will.
Ooh, okay.
I just think like I wouldn't watch it by myself, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't watch it by myself either, but I would watch it like with other people. Okay, yay. Mm.
Ooh.
It's up to you.
I have to definitely be gone at 10 a.m. my time, which is an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
Because I have a soccer game at 11 and it's going to take me half an hour to get there, or like half an hour to 40 minutes to get there, and I need to warm up because your girl is old. So,
Yay. Okay.
woo, okay.
I'm going to
Perfect.
be doing a vlog though. So if crazy things happen, I will be reacting to it. So
Yes, please do a vlog for all of us who are not doing a vlog.
all of us. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thanks. Okay, I have to use the bathroom really badly. Gotta go.
Okie dokie. Hello.
Hello.
How did it go?
It went well. I'm on chapter 8.
Okay, me too. I literally had to count also.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was like, is this a 5 or is this a 10?
me too. Okay, so we're at the exact same spot.
Wait, like I'm about to start chapter 8.
Me too. Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah, the first part of this sprint, I was like, I'm just gonna like do whatever.
Yeah. No, I put on the audiobook for a little bit and I was like, I need to walk around. So I like,
Is it good? I haven't listened to any of the audiobooks for
yeah,
Required
it's
Reading
all
so
right.
far.
Let me see. Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Here we are, Drew said cheerfully. The big house, camp headquarters. It didn't look threatening. Just a
Yeah, I feel like it's narrated.
Here we are.
Here we are. It's narrated by a man with a higher tone of voice, which matches them because they're 15, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Are there different narrators for each, or is it just one for all of them?
One for all of them.
Okay.
But I think this is the same guy who did Percy Jackson.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what are your thoughts? Because I feel like there was a big revelations that happened in this
Yeah.
sprint.
At the end of Leo's chapter, when his like fingers were tingling,
Yes.
I said, wait, hold on 1 second. I said, what?
I'm crazy like Lucy too, though. Like I
I'm
listen
not-
to. What do you listen at?
1.75, and that's fast for me.
Okay. Sometimes I do a 3.5. I'm wild.
What?
Especially if I'm
No.
following along. I'm like,
That's crazy. That's funny.
yeah. No, I really like Leo, and I'm very excited to see how his story unfolds. I'm liking this like mystery thing, because I feel like it's like engaged. Oh my god, hello, sweet angel. What does she think?
She's like, why aren't you on this bed cuddling with me?
She's like, hello.
Oh, okay. No, don't stop. We're not watch you bite yourself.
Ma'am, save it for the OnlyFans, please.
I know. Okay, continue.
I was what did I say? Oh yeah, I'm enjoying the mystery aspect of it, because I feel like it's keeping me like more engaged, and I
Yeah.
feel like the ending of each chapter, I'm like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah.
I think it keeps me like wanting to read more.
Yeah.
Because I find like Percy was still mysterious, like he still didn't know what was going on and like
Yeah.
that stuff, but there was kind of Annabeth there to like be like, seaweed brain, like you're so dumb, like this
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now like I find they're all like, oh, I
No.
can't tell you guys,
So
it's
like
a curse.
Leo is just vibing. He's like, I'm here.
Leo's like, here's a joke, guys, nobody laughs. He's like, okay.
Or he's like, ooh, dead man's bed. How recently did he die?
Did he die in this bed? And like,
Yeah.
honestly, valid question.
Yeah.
Valid question. And something I asked when we bought like our condo, I was like, so are the people still alive?
Yeah.
And they're like, yes.
You're
I
like,
was like, okay, perfect.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Just checking.
Just making sure.
Okay, what else? Oh yeah, and like Piper like passing out.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
I was like, what is happening? And I feel like all three of them are mysterious and they all don't know
What?
different things. Yeah, but like some things are happening that like Leo, first of all,
Yeah.
he's like, haven't done this since my mother. And I was like, oh, okay, what's happening there? Then
Yeah.
Piper being like, I'm having these dreams, like blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
And then she like just passes out, pieces out.
Yeah.
And then
And then
Jason
Jason,
too, which is
yeah.
like crazy.
So okay, when that missed person, his patron, whatever, comes and he basically says the same thing that Rachel told Piper, right? Like, free me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I'm understanding correctly, Piper also is experiencing that in the dreams. Someone's saying something to her about
Yeah.
like being free and
Yeah.
whatever. And what's interesting is that Jason spoke Latin,
Yeah.
okay, not ancient Greek. So I was like,
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
fun.
Jason, like they're talking about, is it Jason and the Argonauts? Is that who he's? Is it Jason? Jason. Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts. Okay, so that's who he's like named after, I guess.
Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah, the Argonauts is like a Greek
Can you share
like
it, please?
myth.
Share it with the class.
Oh, sorry. One moment, everybody.
Share it with the class,
Um,
please.
I feel like every time I'm on StreamYard, I'm like, how do I use this?
Yeah. I mean, this time it's been like 2 months, but this is like the best I've done so far. So
Maybe you just need, yeah, you needed to like, you need the challenge.
yeah, I'm like, where's
Do
Blanket?
I think you have to add it to the screen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Ooh.
Jason, sorry, let me zoom in. Jason was the leader of the Argonauts, and the Argonauts were a band of heroes in Greek mythology years before the Trojan War. And the Trojan War, they were mentioning to Piper that she took the knife of Helen, and
Yeah.
Helen is the reason that the Trojan War started.
Why?
So, because she's so beautiful, and
Oh.
all the men wanted her. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
just keep
I
that
mean,
in
that's what's
mind.
gonna happen in World War III. You know.
With me. So
Just
what?
kidding.
And then the
Sorry.
Golden Fleece. I was like, who knows what's going to start World War III? So the Golden Fleece is also being mentioned
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Well, because it's already at the camp.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
at the camp. Did Jason notice the Golden Fleece, or was it Piper? I don't remember. Someone mentioned the Golden
Definitely
Fleece.
not Leo.
Oh, I think no, maybe it was Leo, because
Oh,
he's like
really?
the dragon's on top, was sitting on top of it, and he's like, "Oh, you guys have a dragon?" And they're like, "Yeah, we have two. We have a
No,
metal one."
it
Or
wasn't.
was it Piper?
It was Piper.
Maybe it was Piper.
It was
And that
Piper.
would make sense, because then so we have Jason, the Golden Fleece, the Trojan War, which was already mentioned with Helen's knife. Helen, and Piper takes Helen's knife. Jason is
Yeah.
the leader of the Argonauts. I feel like this is all going to come together.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. And I don't want to like read more, because I feel like it's going to relate somehow,
Yeah.
cuz they're also like, Jason is named after, and she's like, "Oh, you're named after my favorite mortal." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, we're done. Nice. Okay, thank you for
Yeah.
that history lesson.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, you did it. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. I forgot. Where are we? I think Lucy's on chapter 9 or some crazy stuff like that. Yeah, that's 9.
Whoa. Okay.
Correct?
Piper is okay. Is that the next? So we have 1.5 chapters before we're where Lucy is. Okay, 2.8 times speed queen.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, she's on 9.
9. Yeah,
No,
we're on
one
we're on
chapter.
8. No. Yeah. So one chapter difference.
Oh, she's halfway through. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, I feel like I'm flying through this book.
Yeah, me too. But and I think it is because of the mystery aspect.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I need to know, like, what are you guys talking about?
Wait, there's female? Oh, because the guy is doing the female.
I hate, it's my like my pet peeve is when
because they make
male
it whiny.
authors. Yeah,
make it
exactly.
whiny.
And I'm like, are they supposed to be this way? Like, what's happening? I hate that. It's like my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah. Yep, we love Leo.
We stand.
Oh, you read at 3 times with the physical. If I like can't listen and read at the same time, I think.
You can't really?
Because I go faster, but then I try and match the speed, but then it like distracts me.
Okay.
You know? I'm like, what? You know?
Mm.
No.
No, I don't know who Hypnos is yet.
Also, I think the end of chapter would be a slight cliffhanger, then you go to another perspective. And you have to keep
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why I
And
like
you-
multi-perspective all the time.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
He's like, I'm just seeing ghosts and vibing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I agree. I really think this is like a retelling of Jason and the Argonauts for sure.
This is probably the most mysterious in the Who
Okay,
series.
okay.
That's the first. With the audience.
Okay, perfect. I'm really excited to continue because I'm enjoying the multi-perspective as well.
How did you know?
How tell us stop motion skeletons. Ooh. Is that Jason? Skeletons.
Because sometimes we look at the audiobook. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so curious where I would be. I would be like, yes, I also have ADHD, and I'm like,
Yeah.
where would I be?
Yeah. My dad was in a band called Jason and the Loggernauts. That's so interesting. That's so random. That's so funny.
I love that. I wish my dad was that cool.
I don't know. If Artemis had kids, I would want to be part of Artemis's cabin.
Yeah. I wonder where I would want to be because I feel like I'm kind of like Clarice. Where I'm like angry.
What was
Yeah.
it? And Hades? No, not Hades.
No, Aries.
Aries.
Yeah.
War. Yeah.
But I think I'm like emo enough that I would be like part of Hades. Like I'd be like, yeah, death. I do listen to My Chemical Romance, you know.
Yeah. She's listening to you. She's like, oh yeah, tell me more.
Where would she be?
She would be dead because she has no survival skills.
My poor sweet angel. Yeah, it's like 3 p.m. I feel like I could have a beer maybe.
Yeah, it's like 9 a.m. Why not?
Yeah, but it's 3 p.m. here, so it's like 5 p.m. somewhere, you know?
Oh yeah,
So you
you're
can have-
right. You're
so
right.
you can have.
What time is it, Lucy? It's like 7 p.m. Hey, 8.
Probably
Yeah.
8. Yeah. We're getting better at time zones. I'm pretty proud of us.
What can
Look
we
at
say?
us.
I know. We're so good. Okay, maybe we'll do like one more.
Yeah, I was
screen.
gonna ask you like what you wanted to do.
We can do like 40 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Spiced up.
If you think you'll have enough time to stretch and warm up.
Yeah, because then I'll listen to the audiobook while I like get my stuff ready and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I
Perfect.
just have to do like my hair and whatever. You know, make sure it's not.
Loosey goosey.
You know. All right. We shall
Perfect.
begin. See ya.
See ya. Hello.
Hello.
Lots of revelations.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. I need 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes, everybody.
Okay.
Damn. I just finished Piper's chapter.
What page are you on?
135. So I'll be on chapter 11 on Leo.
Okay. I'm at 139. So I'm in
we're, like, so
Leo's
close.
chapter. Yeah.
Look at that. This is the first time we've been.
This close. I know.
I know.
It just took the Heroes of Olympus series
Yeah.
to bring us together.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy stuff.
I know, but it's interesting because didn't Rachel say to Piper like, oh yeah, you could be Annabeth's sister. Like you guys are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's not.
Then she's not. And
She's Drew's sister.
I know this is so, and you know what? I like that. There's a little bit of angst there. I
Yeah.
hope they become friends because she's like, no, like she was literally
Yeah.
like, how could this be?
Yeah.
But I
So
feel like
good.
it makes sense because like Piper had that power of like being persuasive.
Yeah.
And in the Percy Jackson series, they always said like Aphrodite, like be careful because she'll make you do whatever she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
So I think that was interesting. Little throw off.
I know. We know all the parents now, right? Hephaestus,
Yeah.
Zeus, and Aphrodite.
Yeah, but it's interesting. They're like Jupiter, which is Zeus's Roman name.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then Chiron saying like, you should
They
be
can be
dead.
different. Oh yeah, you should be dead. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
But
Or,
it's
like-
bothering me. He doesn't want to say anything though. He's like, I made a promise. Actually,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm like, break promises get broken all the time. Okay.
Like, he's like, actually, like you being alive means that it's broken anyways. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so then
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this is crazy. And like, and the beginning of Leo's chapter, because you're gonna read it soon, so I'm just gonna say it, but he's like, okay, so
Yeah.
like Piper's beautiful and whatever. But anyways, about me.
I love Leo because what did he say? When why can't I remember his name? When Jason, I was gonna say James. When Jason was like choosing, who's gonna go with him on his quest. And then they said Leo, and then what happened is somebody was like, oh, it's gonna be like dangerous, like some of you might not come back alive, and he was like, oh.
He's like, maybe I recant my statement.
And then what did he say? He said, hold on, let me find it. It was so funny.
He's like, oh, I mean,
yeah.
oh, cool, suffering. I love suffering.
Let's do this. He's such a good character.
I really like Leo.
Okay, yeah, but I don't understand. Like, everybody else had a symbol. But she just got like.
Yeah, and also they're like, hail the daughter. Like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that I found so weird. Like, they're like, "Hail Piper McLean, daughter of Aphrodite, lady of the doves, goddess of love." And
Yeah.
is that something they do for Aphrodite's kids, because Aphrodite's like gorgeous and wonderful and like spectacular and persuasive? I don't
And
know,
they
but I
did.
was just like,
Yeah.
huh?
We're both on chapter 11.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But so I just, that part with Leo's like, what did he say? Oh my god, it was so funny. When his chapter starts, and he's like, Leo didn't stick around after Piper turned beautiful. Sure, it was amazing and all, but Leo had other problems to deal with. I was
I
just like, I love him.
oh yeah.
It's like
You're
the
an
first
amazing
line,
mom. She's got makeup. It's a miracle.
and I'm just like, what the fuck? And he's like, literally, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I have other things, whatever.
We love Leo. We love Leo.
Yeah. I'm so curious, like, what's gonna happen. Like, that Piper has like makeup and whatever. Like, I'm sure that's gonna be something she deals with,
Yeah.
because I feel like she's not that. Like, she was literally distraught.
Yeah.
She's like, why am I wearing a dress? That was me as a child. Like, my mom
Yeah.
told me, like, I used to rip dresses off and like
Yeah.
run around naked, because I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like so curious, like, if she's gonna be like, oh, like, combat that stereotype of like Aphrodite. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see. But a lot, like, I find a lot more is happening in this book than happened in Percy Jackson. Like, I feel like we have more things to say. Like,
Yeah.
the characters are more developed
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
this series. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. So far, if you had to rate it now, what would you give it?
Probably a 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I just love Leo so
okay.
much.
Yeah, I really like Leo a lot.
And like they're explaining things, but it doesn't, like if you didn't read the Percy Jackson books, right? They're explaining things, but they're not over explaining things,
Yeah. I feel like you still need to read it, but I think you're okay if you didn't. But
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like some things that are confusing. Because you're
Yeah.
like, why the fuck is Percy Jackson important? Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah. Who is Percy Jackson? I mean, come on. If you read this and you don't know who Percy Jackson is, come on.
But I feel like you can make that mistake. Like, what if you're like 7 and you're just at the bookstore, and you're like, a dragon?
Yeah.
And you just pick it up. Like, you don't know who Percy Jackson is. You're not on the internet yet,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. All right. Okay, let's see. Now the paper smell revealed.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
That's what I
excited.
like. I love character stuff.
Yeah. Okay, we have to choose somebody who is not in the Percy Jackson series.
You know what? The kid
You're
who
gonna say Drew,
sleeps.
aren't you?
No,
Oh.
the kid who sleeps.
This kid who sleeps. I know. I was literally reading that.
I love
and
him.
was
He's like, I'm present. And they're like, we're not talking to you.
yeah. What is his name?
It starts with a C, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Where is it?
No, yeah. When I was reading that, I was like, Clovis.
Yes, him. I love him. He's like, good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Or just reading that, I was like, oh, I could sleep. That sounds really
Yeah,
good.
me too.
Now.
And I'm like,
Oh, like,
that's me. Like, I literally
he's
sleep all the
making it
time.
So, like, he did
Comfy.
such a good job. I'm like, oh yeah, I could sleep right now too.
Yeah. No, I like him. I think he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really liking it too. And I think if it just goes up from here, like, it could be a 5-star.
Yeah. Clovis.
Yes.
Yeah. Drew.
I like Drew too, though.
Yeah.
She's like a little bit of like a biatch. And
You know what I like though?
like
I like
that.
that they're 15.
Mm,
They're not too young.
yeah, that's true too. And
So,
I don't find they read young either.
yeah.
So that's good. Like,
Yeah.
on the aging, on the
Because
age
I'm like,
range.
oh, there's so much angst, and I'm like, oh wait, they're 15.
Yeah, because if they were 11, like I would be
Yeah.
like, okay, relax,
I'm like, whoa,
guys.
okay, calm down, Piper. Okay. Or because then
Calm down, Drew.
I yeah. Or like oh yeah, when Leo was like talking about like he hopes that like they're not all like cousins and stuff. And like that would be weird for like
An
11,
11-year-old.
12, 13-year-old to say.
Yeah,
15-year-old, that's like
yeah, like a 15-year-old boy. Like,
yeah.
he's like, ooh, everybody's beautiful. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we're not related.
I know. What about these water monsters? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like her. But I'm hoping like her and Piper become friends because I think that would be like really interesting. It's kind of like in the Demigod Files, like Clarice and Percy having like moments of bonding.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that story in the
I'm not
Demigod
gonna
Files.
lie. I
You
did
didn't read
not
it?
read it.
How dare you? You didn't
I'm
have a
getting
live. You didn't have a
married.
reading sprints, and you're like, I wash my hands of this short story collection. Nobody's counting on me.
I only read 5 books in August. I have like this list to keep track of like all the books I read each month and how many books I have acquired
Oh,
because I have a goal at the end of the year, and it doesn't look like I'm going to meet that goal.
your reading
Yeah.
goal, or like what you want your score to be.
But I want like I have the total of how many books I have on my shelf.
Okay. Okay.
And so the goal is to have 99 books at the end of the year.
I think that's reasonable, depending on what you are currently at.
I'm at 138.
I think you could do that.
Yeah, if I like really like buckle down in November and December.
Do you have a lot of comic books? Because I think that can knock
No.
off a lot of your TBR. Oh, okay, never mind.
No.
I'm so scared to count. Like I have not counted and I refuse. But I think I kind of want to do it in January. So this is like the last room that we have to do, right? So once I put up the shelves and like get my TBR out, I'm like, should I count and then make a goal?
Yeah.
Because I'm really bad at like buying books.
Yeah. I'm really good at convincing my mom and my fiance to buy me books.
Yeah.
I'm
so
not buying them.
I'm like, I deserve it.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like read this. Doesn't it sound so interesting?
Like even for me, like December's Christmas, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
obviously I get books. And then January's my birthday.
Yeah.
So between November to January, I'm like, that's my birthday. Or it's like I always say, like, it's Christmas soon.
Yeah.
It's a gift to myself. So I know in January I'm gonna have even more. And I'm like, girly.
Yeah. I mean, my birthday is in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I already have.
Plus it's your wedding. You
I,
deserve it.
I know. Every time I'm stressed, I find myself at the bookstore in the book
Yeah.
section. of Target
When did you make this goal? When did you decide it?
in June?
Okay, so what if you do a full year from June? So next June, you should have it at 99.
All right. I guess.
No? Isn't that like win-win?
I guess. I was doing so good. Like in June, I read 10 books. And then July, I was like, okay, I'm at 7 books, but it's okay. And then in August, it went down to 5. And now we're in the middle of September, and I have read none. But I have
That's
acquired
why.
8.
Or maybe like end of January, because like it doesn't really, like January is like the new beginnings, you know, so you can give yourself like leeway. So maybe like end of January, you get down to 99.
I can do that, I think.
But then keep in mind, it's Christmas.
I know. Or out to the 40 books in just
Yeah.
a month. Yeah.
You would really have to like buckle down and do nothing else.
I can't.
At
do
your
that.
wedding, you're like, sorry.
I'm like,
everyone."
shh. Reading sprints. Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But they're still in the middle grade section, right?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of like because Rick Riordan is like a middle grade author. You know, like when that happens, they kind of like just lump them all into one.
Yeah.
And at least in Canada, I don't know how it is at Barnes and Noble, but at least here at our store, like the middle grade and the YA is like the same section,
Yeah.
but it just they have like different like at the
Yeah.
top it's written differently.
Hmm. Ooh, tea.
Okay. Tea.
Tea.
You should read the Demigod Files. It's literally like 100 pages of like
Is it only 100 pages? I have it, obviously, you know.
yeah, like because most of it is just like maps and like interviews, and there's only really 3 short stories and they're each like 10, 15 pages. So like
Okay. Let me see.
and then you'll have another book read.
I know.
I
Yeah,
swear
but-
to God, like 20 of the pages are maps.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 159 pages. But technically it doesn't count towards the goal because it's not a physical book.
Oh yeah, it's true.
But it's okay.
That's true.
It's okay. That's okay. Thank you so
Don't
much
waste
for
your
these-
time.
Right.
It's true. Thank you.
This is great. This is
Good to
good.
be
I'm
back.
excited.
Yeah, maybe this will like put you in. Then surprise, surprise, you read 40 books by the end of the year. Like maybe this will put
Yeah.
you in the.
I just need to get this done. Honestly.
Yeah, I think it's that one. How many
Okay,
pages
I'm
do you have
on
left?
page 174 and so 624 minus 574. Go.
624 minus 574 is. You really don't have a lot.
50.
Oh my god. Put yourself a timer. You can do that.
Yeah.
If you read a page and a half a minute, it'll take you less than an hour. Like you
I
can
was
do it.
I was really hoping to
Plus-
finish it yesterday.
Yeah.
But I had to sleep. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going down. I'm like,
Plus, like with Sarah J. Maas at the end of her books, like you can really just skim. Because
Yeah.
it's like she just takes forever to like enunciate what a tree is. Like you'll be
what
fine.
what a tree is?
Yeah. Like you know how many times I skim read the last few pages of Sarah J. Maas's books because I'm like, whatever. Like it's just going by so fast. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like you really need to read every word.
Oh wait, OMG, I have 7 hours left in my book. And then not 7. Yeah, I have
7 hours?
Sorry,
Okay.
I have 7 hours until my book expires.
Oh. But what do you have left? Like an hour for sure. Like 50
Hour
minutes?
30, but
Yeah.
like at 1.75.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You're
Done.
good.
Oh yeah, and it takes me half an hour to drive to my soccer game.
Yeah, so you could finish A Court of Mist and Fury, and that'll keep you pumped because you have this waiting for you.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'm still reading. I'm reading The Heart Principle too.
that's a romance, though.
It's so good.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be done.
I'm purposely like reading this slow. I needed to read this to get through this.
Exactly.
Okay, so what should I do?
I think you should
Finish
finish Aquaman. Yeah, get that
Thank you.
out of the way.
Okay.
Then intersperse between these two because it'll get they're different enough
Yeah.
that you're not like not remembering things, right?
Yeah.
Because they're completely different.
Yeah.
And they're different writing styles as well. One's
Yeah.
a romance, adult romance, one's a middle grade. So like when you have breaks, like you can switch in between. And I think once you're done Akumov, you'll be like in the
Yeah.
momentum.
You're right. You're right.
Because
you're
I think
right. Okay.
Akumov is the problem. And I think you just need to
I
get it
think so
done.
too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
You don't even need to pay attention to the last 50 pages.
Okay,
Like,
perfect then.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm enjoying this.
Mhm.
We got through so much today.
Yeah. I think once Akumov's out of the way, you'll be like, yes, I have a romance, I have a middle grade fantasy,
Yeah.
and then you'll be like living life.
Okay. Excited. I'm excited. Wow. Thank you so much for these sprints, for these talks. Thank you, Lucy.
What?
I'm trying to look at the
What
comments.
happened?
I don't know. Yes, get that rubbish finished.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Oops. Yeah. Yep. Read one in the morning and one in the evening.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Woo!
Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.